them this very simple information that once a woman or the female of their families have having period, they should support them. If they do not, they may have challenges later on, even having like, they may not have babies, they may have challenges during that, or even have infections and dangerous things leading to maybe even death also. So once this very simple literacy of that menstruation is connected with childbirth, and then this is important for their own life. So that makes a lot of difference. So we do that through our Akar social ventures. Can you please move to the next slide? The problem, again, some of you would know, I spoke briefly about the percentage. It's actually about 36 to 40% right now, the percentage of women who use sanitary products in India right now. But then among the women who use sanitary pad, about 60% of them face challenges. Thank you, ma'am and sir, for joining us. We just started talking about this. So I was talking about the life cycle cost of a sanitary pad or a product. So we generally talk about the upfront cost, which is like 3 to 5 rupees or 10 rupees a product, whereas we forget about the other side, which is disposal of the sanitary pad or the products. And if you actually, we have a data from Pune municipality where they say that about 3 to 5 rupees per pad they spend on disposing of the sanitary pad, be it incineration or being going to the landfill. So when we talk about our product, like it's actually have the only upfront cost, because when you disposed of, it actually becomes manure and a fertilizer to actually for plants and other things. Can you go to the next slide, please? That's just want to introduce our product, which is Anandi pads. We have 3 category of products. The one which is the one in the premium product, we talk here we address 3 challenges. The very first thing is that we are healthier product than anything else in the market right now. And why we say that? Because there is something called super absorbent polymer being used in all sanitary pads and even in diapers also. And this is a chemical polymer. It is harmful. Any of you can check by going to the Google and see that sodium polyacrylate, which is the scientific name of super absorbent polymer. And you will find that it actually, if you touch it with the bare hands, you will have irritations. And then this is something which is used in sanitary pads and diapers. There's a case in point here is US FDA, which is one of the highest authority in this. They had banned this super absorbent polymer in tampons of 20 years back, because it's something which goes inside the body. It's and it's a regulated, wherein sanitary pads and diapers are not that regulated because it's used outside the body. So we had replaced that with a natural super absorbent first time in the world. And making it healthier product from anyone else. We also have certification for it as per international certification standards. The second thing we address is the environment side, wherein we are the first company in the world to introduce a fully compostable sanitary pad. We also have a certification for that. And while doing this, I became part of the Bureau of Indian Standard Committee for Sanitary Pad. And just because of seeing our certification as a reference, the government of India actually had made a new standard for sanitary pads, which includes a standard for compostable pads, which is now being followed by United Nations and many other countries also. And the third aspect of our products, every product we sell in Amazon and anywhere, where there's a portion of the money we keep it for giving away free products as well as menstrual hygiene education to the needy women and girls across India and also across the Africa. So this is the box we sell in Amazon. This also have, the packaging also is without plastics. Even the tape we use is a paper tape and not a plastic tape. Next slide, please. This is a product we just launched less than a week back, which is a product which are now being sold in the Bangalore retail market, about 100 stores, and we'll be there in 500 plus stores in next 2-3 months. This product is very, very competitive in terms of price point with any other multinational brand, where we are giving advantage of healthier product and also planet-friendly product, and also giving back to the society by a small portion of money going back for free pads and education. And this pad looks like that. So this is the packaging itself also is fully compostable, including the ink. This is the first product in the world which actually comes with a compostable packaging, including the packaging and the ink together. Next slide, please. And then whatever we do as an organization, we say authenticity over everything. So it's a very much, we are a very ethical organization. So whatever we say in terms of certifications, in terms of claims, in terms of marketing words, every word is a truth. And that's how we have achieved over 14 years of our journey. And we continue to work on that, and without compromising on anything on certifications and on the way words we say on a product. And we have another product which we call it as Eco Plus range. This is for the mass market in the villages, wherein this product we have been selling at 40 rupees for a pack of 10, 6 years back. And today also we proudly say that we're the only company maybe in the world to sell it this product at the same price which we have been selling for the last 6 years. We have done our own R&D, research and development, and work so that we can reduce the cost of the raw materials, wherein the product cost goes high. We have reduced the cost of the materials and introducing the indigenous materials and keeping a very thin margin. This goes for government distributions and also our own distribution, where we reach out to women and girls, to the needy women and girls. And also we work with various CSRs to distribute it to the needy girls across India and also in the African countries. Can you go next slide, please? Quickly on the environment, which is actually our topic of today also, I'll talk about. So every sanitary pad, the plastic pads which are sold in the market, they actually release about 50 grams, 0.5 kgs of carbon dioxide in the domain when it disposed of, wherein as Anandi pads, compostable pads, when we dispose of our pads, it does only 1/10 of it, which is 0.05 kg per pad only. So in a way, we are reducing 0.45 kg of carbon dioxide emission per pad when someone is using our pads and disposing off to the market in the environment. Also, when our pads is disposed of and made compost, it actually generates 200 grams of compost by every pad. And then this can be used as manure and fertilizers for the plantations, which can be done. It can also be sold. So till date, we have sold about 72 million of compostable pads in the market, and then which reduced actually 4,000 tons of toxic plastic pads, replaced that actually with a natural manure. And our target in the next 3 years is to reach out to, so actually make a dent in terms of reducing 1 million tons of toxic waste from the environment. That's a commitment we have made, and we will achieve that, at least this and even more than that. And also on the same ground, we have CO2 emission, we have reduced is 32,400 kgs till date, and we actually wanted to do much more in the coming days. Next slide, please. We have done also work of indigenize our materials of making sanitary pads. One of our efforts, we also have collaborated with the IICT, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, which is a CSIR lab, which also made the Covaxin core materials, core formulations. We have partnered with that, and we have done research with them, including Navsari Agriculture University in Gujarat and many IITs where we have worked on this through our journey in 14 years. So we are replacing the pine wood pulp, which is otherwise imported from USA and Canada only, which was priced at 50 rupees before Corona, and now it is priced around 100 to 150 rupees a kg, with the natural options, which are waste materials, which can be converted into pulp and paper, and also generate funds for the local farmers, and also can be indigenized, so that this can be a boon for the whole hygiene industry for making sanitary pads or even diapers. So we have used hyacinth, then banana fiber, jute, which is plenty in the eastern part of India and Bangladesh, and also bamboo. Next slide, please. So this is one of our place in Burhanpur in MP, where we are doing a pilot, and we love to do it in your campus also here. Muniji has spoken to ma'am on this. We would like to do it in a first commercial pilot in Gujarat. We have set up our factory in Vapi about a couple of months back, which is now operational, and we have employed about 65 women there who are just engaged in the packaging there, and we are making about 100,000 pads per day in the factory there. Next slide, please. This is the process of converting a banana plant to a fiber and a pulp and to a sanitary pad. I'll just quickly run through that. Next slide. Next slide, please. And then from pulp, we can convert it into a paper and an airlaid paper and a sap paper, which again can be used in the hygiene industry in terms of sanitary pad, diaper, and many other applications, including making fiber out it, which can be made as a cloth at a later stage and can be sold at a very high price. Next slide. This is actually a chain how, in case of banana, how a single stem of banana, which only we generally use it for having the fruit, which is banana fruit. But if you just ignore that for a moment and then see the rest of the plants can be utilized for not only for making pulp, but also for the fertilizer, the water which is there inside banana. It can be made as a fertilizer, natural fertilizer for the farmers at the field itself. It can be also made as a rest of the things as a compost, and the rest could go for making plant pulp, fiber, as well as it can be used for the textile industry. Next, please. Till today, we have reached more than 1 million consumers over the years, and we have done workshops with the women, about 400,000 women and girls we have reached out to. We have also working about in 15 with 15 odd units across the world in 10 countries in Africa, especially, and also in Nepal. We have also generated 50 million INR revenue for the women and women actually who work in various production units we had set up in India and also in Africa. Let's go next. We are maybe the only few companies in the world which fulfills 12 out of 17 Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations while doing our work. Thank you. Next, please. These are some of the awards and recognition we have received over the years, which includes National Entrepreneurship Award by Government of India. We received Bio Oscar from Germany we are the only one in the industry to receive that award as a sanitary pad from the organization which actually defines the compostability biodegradability standard for the globe. And we have been very proudly associated with the Miss World organizations who support us without taking any charges from us to promote our products socially as well as in the various parts of India and also in Africa. Next slide, please. We are very honored to set up a unit in Nelson Mandela's home village with his own family in his 100th birthday, where it was inaugurated by the President of South Africa, and we have been part of the celebration of 100th birthday of Nelson Mandela. It was a very proud moment for us in 2018 and also for the whole nation in India, so that we could celebrate his birthday and setting up a production unit with our technology in South Africa. Next, please. These are some of our partners who work with us, which includes NGOs, government organizations, institutes in like USA, India, and also media partners who have supported us. Thank you.